Hello, treasure trovers! It's another day of discovery and collecting valuable knowledge. Join me as I help you store delightful things in your mind while watching. This is Treasure Trove. Alam niyo ba, treasure trovers? Since I was a little kid, I am always fascinated with these white birds na nagpa-flock dito sa amin sa Negros Occidental every planting season ng mga tubo. Nag-i-enjoy talaga ako panoorin sila. Pero, as long as I can remember, ang first encounter ko sa mga ibong ito ay noong bata pa ako, maybe mga 7 or 8 years old. Pumunta ako sa bahay ng aming grandparents. Malapad kasi yung palayan sa kanilang lugar. One day, while I was standing sa front ng bahay ng grandparents ko, nakita ko sa di kalayuan yung mga ibong ito. I was so amazed dahil marami sila. The following day, nakita ko ulit sila. At yung isa, nakapatong pa sa likod ng kalabaw. Minsan naman, nagpa-flock sila sa sakahan o kaya sa palayan. Sabi ng lolo ko, mga tulabong daw ito. So I grew up knowing na ang tawag sa mga ibong ito ay tulabong. Alam nyo ba, treasure trovers, that it was only when I was in college that I get to know na ang English pala ng tulabong ay Heron. O diba, nag-college pa ako nang malaman ko na ang tulabong ay Heron pala sa English. Hindi lang sila makikita sa mga palayan, makikita rin natin sila sa mga gilid ng dagat o di kaya sa mga tubuhan. By the way, speaking of tubuhan, ang field na tinataniman ng tubo ay tinatawag sa amin na kampo. So speaking of kampo or sugarcane field, makikita rin ang mga tulabong na ito sa sugarcane field every planting season ng mga tubo. Nakasunod sila sa mga tractor na nagbubungkal ng mga lupa tulad ng nakikita ninyo. They are looking for food na pwede nilang makain. Yesterday, my niece told me na, Tita, maraming tulabong or heron sa likod ng bahay natin at sa likod ng aming bahay is a wide sugarcane field. Di kalayuan, makikita kasi there are plenty of herons. So, kasi nga, since I was young, I am always fascinated with these birds. Sabi ko, sige, puntahan natin because we want to take a video up close with these herons. But we noticed, nang papunta pa lang kami, sumusunod talaga yung mga herons or yung mga tulabong sa likod ng mga tractors, sa likod ng mga tractors habang ito'y nagbubungkal ng lupa. Of course, kumakain sila, humahanap sila ng kanilang makakain doon. But we noticed nang malapit na kami, hindi na sila sumasama hanggang sa gilid. So hanggang gitna na lang sila o doon sila sa malayo. Sakto namang may dumaan. Alam niyang kinukunan namin ng video, yung mga herons. Sabi niya, hindi talaga lalapit yan. Kasi sabi niya, in our own dialect or in Ilonggo, ang sabi niya, mga ilahas sila. So when we say ilahas, meaning wild. So he is referring to herons as wild birds. So herons, sabi niya hindi lalapit yan kasi mga ilahas yan. So he is simply telling us that those herons won't be coming near to us kasi nga they are wild birds. They are not tame or they are not domesticated. Kaya lumaylayo sila sa tao. Pero bakit nga ba may mga tulabong dito sa atin or may mga herons? So I've searched kung bakit nga ba. Sabi nga, these tulabongs or these herons travel to the Philippines every year as a part of their seasonal migration pattern, just like other migratory birds. So ang heron and other bird species fly between their breeding and wintering habitats. They need to pass through the Philippines. So, bakit dito nga sila sa Philippines? Kasi during these times, these are the times na tinatawag natin their breeding season. Herons travel to the Philippines every year as part of their seasonal migration patterns, just like any other migratory birds. Herons and other bird species that fly between their breeding and wintering habitats must pass through the Philippines. Herons often breed in temperate regions in countries like Japan, China, and other parts of East Asia, as well as occasionally in the Philippines. At aside from breeding, ano pa yung ibang rason? Bakit nga ba yung may mga herons dito sa atin or tulabong? Because number two of seasonal migration. Herons leave their nesting grounds when the season change and the climate gets cooler. Change in daylight, day length, and temperature are common causes of this. They move south in search of better weather and food supplies. So what else? They are here in the Philippines for stopover. The Philippines is situated along important migratory birds routes. Herons and other migrating birds finds its wetlands, estuaries, and other ecosystems to be perfect stopover locations. These places are crucial for the birds' long-distance journeys because they provide food and refuge. Herons often spend the winter when they are not able to breed on their wintering grounds, which may include the Philippines. So, aside from stopover points, from breeding, and from seasonal migration, they are also in the Philippines because of reverse migration. Herons will retrace their steps and return to their breeding sites to lay their eggs and raise their youngs once spring arrives and the temperature in the wintering ground starts to climb fast. So, pala yung mga reasons why there are herons in our place. So, herons are here in the Philippines because of breeding, because of seasonal migration, because of stopover points, and reverse migration. And maybe there are still some other reasons aside from this. So, once again, no, if we see these birds flying na sumusunod sa mga tractors, if you can see them in the sugarcane field, if you can see them in the um, rice, these tulabongs are herons. I hope you learned something today. If you want content like this, follow me for more. This is Treasure Trove, telling you things that matter.